I'm standing here in the third largest stone circle in all of England. But there's a lot more to this region than this stone circle that took generations to complete. In this episode, we'll be exploring some of the Lake District's most magnificent sites, including hiking to the peak of Cappels, where we will be treated with some of the most stunning views we have ever experienced in our life. But that's not all. We'll be exploring some of the most quaint towns that this region has to offer. And as always, we will be eating at some of the best spots, like the Yan Bistro that has some of the best views that any restaurant in the Lake District will offer. So what are you waiting? Hit the like button and let's get going on this trip. After spending our first night in the busy town of Windermere, we made our way to the northern end of the Lake District, to the little village of Melmerby, where it will be our base for the next 3 nights. So let's start with a tour of our cozy cabin in the woods. Maple Retreat.
The best words to describe it are cute, cozy, and scenic. Like, I cannot wait to eat out here, do a fire.
Wow, oh, it smells nice.
I hope it gets cold enough to use this too. We were left homemade raspberry jam by the estate, which is so nice. A loaf of bread from the bakery, tea, coffee, eggs, cheese, apple juice, butter, so lovely. And look at the view from the bed. I don't think it can get any better than that.
The scrubble up there, bananagram.
You can tell that all the details were very thought out for like the branding, everything's local that they have, and it's very cute. Time to move in.
What a beautiful day we woke up to today. We're definitely going to need sunscreen, and don't be fooled if you come here in the summertime and even if it's cloudy, wear sunscreen. For the last couple days we had a slight sunburn.
Having a nice breakfast before our hike.
So the plan for today is to go hike one of the peaks, the little one. We're not prepared to do one of the big ones. It is going to be one of the most popular places to hike, perhaps because it is the easiest fell peak, and it's the Cat's Bell by Keswick. Even though it is the easier one to hike, it's going to take about 4 hours, and the views just look stunning. Notice that up here in the north, the buildings that are made out of rocks or the fences that are made out of rocks, especially here in the Lake District, the rocks are more red, auburn color, versus in the south of England, they're more of the typical gray color. And I just think it just like adds to the atmosphere. It's such a small thing, but it makes everything feel a little different. As we're driving, it hit me why the rocks are more red. Yesterday when we were in Coniston, found out that it was a big copper mining village. Had a lot of copper mines, so I mean we're not that far from there. So because the Lake District probably is so rich in copper, copper makes the rock look more red. So that's probably why. Google Map reviews said that there's only 10 parking spots, so we're pleasantly surprised to arrive and see a big car park. Beautiful views. So the hike we're doing is called the Cat's Bell, and some say that it comes from the Old English word of cat's beeld, which means wildcat's refuge. And that must have been back in the day. There were a lot of wildcats roaming the area, so hence the name. Because it is the easiest fell to hike to the top, it's also the most popular, as you can see. Got a little scramble coming up.
So basically the hike is very short, but the elevation is just very consistent. There's no continuous straight path. You kind of start and you go up.
That's the top. See that? Got a little more. Not this, but this. A lot of people confuse this for the peak or the fell, but this is Scalic's Bank, and what's behind me is actually the peak. I think it's closer than it looks. I think everyone is kind of the same fitness level, so we are all taking breaks at the same time, and so I can't imagine I wanted to do the other ones. Wow. Maybe we'll do Helvellyn next time more.
We do a lot of hiking in
yeah, we gotta definitely practice a bit. I think this is going to be the hardest part of the hike. It seems the most inclined non-stop. This is the smallest one in the Lake District. Here it shows you all the peaks. I can't think of a better lunch spot view than here. Like, wow. And I think it's because, oh, I think someone else wants lunch. Hi, hi. Ooh, very nice. Olivia made us some nice sandwiches. Hi. Guess where we're at?
How do you have signal up there?
Well, I'm glad you asked. So I guess this would be a good time to talk about today's sponsor. SimLocal has actually some of the best service around the country, not just in the UK. SimLocal is the only travel eSIM company that partners up with the best local service providers. In this case, we have EE. It's great because you're not tied to just one or two plans. SimLocal has a variety of plans that fit your needs. For our purposes, we've done the 100 gigabytes. It's a pretty great price compared to roaming, I'd say. We have calling, SMS. I can call my family in Greece because I have 60 international minutes. And as you can see, we have signal in a remote place like this one. There's also a full refund policy. If you're not happy with the service, you can request a refund. If you don't know what plan is right for you, the app is pretty great. If you click Find My Plan, the app will guide you to find what's right for you and your travel needs. If you want to use this plan, make sure you use the link in our description, as you'll get a discount, and you will also be helping us because we get a small percentage from your purchase, and it helps us make these beautiful videos. So why not try SimLocal for your next trip? And of course, all the plans include a hotspot and tethering, so if you do want to connect your computer or your iPad or another device, do that. Oh, Ray. It's like he's here with us. Orion, you want to come hiking? In my opinion, scrambling is the most fun part of a hike. All right, I am so excited to have some Indian food. The North is known to have delicious Indian cuisine, and we are at Lakeland Spice Cuisine. I gotta say, the town is so cute, and I like how it has the pedestrian street, and it just feels a lot more spread out than all the other towns. So with all the people, it doesn't feel as crowded. Definitely recommend this town as well on your stops along the Lake District if you're coming here.
Got our onion bhaji. I'm so hungry and I cannot wait to eat. I got the korma, which is my favorite curry. It's a little bit sweet, creamy.
Ooh, look at this. And my favorite dish is the chicken tikka masala. I love how it's a bit more tomatoey. The best part is dipping your naan, our garlic naan, into the sauce. I'm gonna try this first. It's been a very long time since I've had a good Indian dish. So good. And I love that the mild is actually mild. There's barely spiciness to it. I'm very happy about that. We are approaching the town of Coniston and we're going to be going canyoning. They will take us into the river and we're gonna do some climbing. We're gonna, okay, I'm gonna wait here. Wowza. Oh. Yeah, the roads are pretty tight when you go into these little side streets, but I'm super excited. The rain has stopped, the sun is coming out, and hopefully the waters are not too cold. We'll be wearing wetsuits, but still.
Maria, are you ready to go in there?
Well, you never ask.
At least the sun is starting to come out, which makes it a lot more pleasant. You can see more stuff. Everything looks brighter and greener. I also wanted to say how cute the town is that we were coming into here in Coniston. It's not at the top of like must-visit towns, villages, and the lakes, but it's very nice. I am ready to, after this, to come back, have a drink, hot or cold, I don't know, in the town and walk around a bit. Now we're waiting for our guide.
Oh, the right spot. Yeah. I mean, this is exactly the marked location. Eventually, we decided it was time to take faith into our own hands, so we found a nearby hiking path. Okay, we're doing this one. No idea where it will lead, but hopefully to some beautiful views.
We may not be going in the water today, but I still want to know how cold it would have been if we were. It's cold. It's not as ice cold as I thought it would be, so I'm sure with a wetsuit it would have been quite fine.
We're pressed for time because we have dinner reservations at a beautiful location. We've driven past it twice already, and I think that may be the most dramatic spot we have passed so far in the Lake District. So to have that view for our dinner, plus we want to explore the town of Coniston right here. So let's go see, maybe we'll find us going. They have sandwiches and stuff.
I was gonna say we could just like share a sandwich.
Wow, look at that backdrop of the town though, huh? The plan was to find a cafe to have like a light snack and coffee, but they all seem to close around 4 o'clock, so we're having a little pre-dinner snack. We still have a while. We sat down at the pub to just kind of take in the atmosphere, and Olivia right now has just such a stunning, stunning backdrop. Like, I mean, wow. So I have the best view. Not only do I have Olivia in front of me, I have the mountains. We got some apple cider and beer. Cheers. So we're passing by the museum and we're learning a little more about the history of this town. Copper mining was a really big part of the history, and it started all the way back in the 1500s. The hike we actually did the copper mining trail. Now we're gonna get on the road and we're gonna see if we have time to stop at one more town before our final stop. Stopped in the picturesque town of Grasmere. It's so quiet. There's not many people. Like, it feels probably the most quiet town we've been to so far in the Lake District, and it's so beautiful. And there's a very popular spot here. There's a long line outside, and it's for gingerbread cookies. Olivia is already in line because they're closing at 5:30. She's lining up, and hopefully we get to try those gingerbread cookies as well. You got them.
I fell for the crowds. I followed where the people went and the smell of butter. So when you smell fresh butter, you can't not try it. I love a good treat. I love anything that's super historic. It looks old-fashioned. The women are in their little bonnets. So let's try some of the famous Grasmere gingerbread and see if it's worth the hype, worth the queue. And one thing I have to say is, for somewhere that's so popular, they could easily overcharge. And for 2 pieces and some fudge, it was only £4, which is pretty good, I would say. It is very good. It's very gingery. I can see how when it's freshly baked, it's probably amazing. But it would go so nice with a cup of coffee. Worth the hype and the wait in line, but I would say come in the morning, maybe you'll get some freshly baked.
Dare I say this is the best gingerbread cookie I've ever had. I'm not like a huge fan of gingerbread. This though, is like, it has like this chewiness. Now we've parked and we're heading to the Yan. Probably would have been like a 20-minute walk from Grasmere. This is straight up Highlands of Scotland. That's what it reminds. Wow, there's no other words. The food is supposed to be really good, so I'm very excited and very hungry. Our appetizers are here. I'm drinking a local beer here from Grasmere, and it's called Black IPA. So it's a stout, it's an IPA. It's really good.
Whenever I see anything with smoked salmon and bechamel, I get very excited. And these are smoked salmon croquettes with bechamel, beetroot pesto, and grilled cucumber. And they look really good. Wow. So good. And the crispiness and the coating is like beyond. It's super, super crispy. I can't wait to try the buds.
I will be trying the onion buds. On the bottom it has the sauce, then you have the crispy budsy. We have some crispy halloumi. I see some pickled onion and some carrots. So let's see how it is. Got a good bite over here. Wow, the flavors are all balanced so well. Sometimes dishes like this scare me a little bit because there's just so much flavor. The spicy level is perfect, the crispiness of the bhaji, all the flavors combined, delicious.
I got the chowder, which sounded very comforting, and it's pretty much like a creamy chowder with scallops, fish, crayfish, potatoes, corn, grains, a little bit of everything, and it looks so good. It's very hot. And there's lemon in it too, which for me with seafood just makes everything so much better. Very happy, it's very comforting and warm. Can't wait to try Maria's as well.
And for my main, I got the hash beef, so it's slow cooked beef brisket. It's on top of mashed potatoes. It has sweet potatoes on the top, broccolini. It smells really, really good. Wow, the beef is literally falling apart. It's really nice. The mashed potato is so flavorful because you have all the juices from the dish, the beef. I think it has some gravy, right? It is time for dessert. We got the special, and the one I'm about to try is the one that's always on the menu. The s'mores chocolate mousse, marshmallows on top, like a s'more. You have digestive cookies and chocolate mousse, and I love chocolate mousse, so I'm so excited for this. The chocolate mousse is delicious, full of chocolate flavor. The digestives give the crunch you want. And then of course, I mean, the roasted marshmallows. I don't know if it's in my head, but it is kind of smoky like it would be on a bonfire.
Summer special is a baked Alaska with mango curd, passion fruit, sponge, ice cream, and it looks so good. And anything with passion fruit and mango makes me very happy. It's so good. It's creamy, it's fruity. It's refreshing. The ice cream is local, so the gelato was made in the area, and also most of their produce that they use here, a lot of the products are local, which is amazing. So support local, and to the end.
We are back at our beautiful hut, and it's just...
This is just so peaceful and the best way to wind down from the day.
The Lake District has truly, truly impressed us.
New favorite place unlocked.
Before we depart from the Lake District, we have one more stop.
We're about to go visit the third largest Neolithic stone circle in all of England.
So it's basically called Long Meg and Her Daughters. The Long Meg is 4 meters high, and then you have about 48 little stones in a circle.
So one of the fascinating things about stone circles and why so many people are drawn to them is that to this day, we still don't really know why they were built. Were they spiritual places? Were there burials? Were there places where people celebrated different events, like the solstice? There's so many possibilities, and that's what makes it feel kind of magical. And here, specifically at Meg and Her Daughters, legend has it that stones were actually witches turned to stone by a Scottish wizard, so who knows? And it is said that if anyone counts the same number of stones clockwise and then anti-clockwise, then either they will be turned into stones themselves or the stones will be turned back into wizards. Shall we try?
Yeah, let's do it.
Where are all the like buttons? I was told there would be so many. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We would really appreciate it. It actually helps us out a lot, and we will see you on the next one.